We will take a close look at the top 10 richest athletes in the world, according to Forbes, and get an idea of how they spend their hard-earned money. Over the years, many athletes have amassed significant wealth, only to lose it as quickly as Speedy Gonzales on steroids. Only a select few have been able to build on their wealth through wise investments. Cristiano Ronaldo, the Portuguese footballer's net worth of $470 million over the previous year, is undoubted evidence that many people believe him to be the best player in the world. Cristiano Ronaldo was successful in securing a lucrative contract with his old team, Manchester United, with a yearly salary of £26.52 million British pounds. Not bad for a 37-year-old athlete towards the twilight of his career. But Ronaldo earns much more than that thanks to a lifetime sponsorship deal with Nike and other lucrative endorsement deals. It is safe to conclude that the Portuguese player will continue to move up the rankings. Ronaldo is no new to the opulent lifestyle, and as soon as he returned to the United Kingdom, he rented an opulent mansion worth $3 million. It's hard to believe that this is a downgrade from his Italian estate, where he paid $50,000 per day. The Portuguese are also renowned for their passion for sports automobiles, on which they lavish millions of dollars. The Ferrari Monza 2, which cost $1.9 million, is among his most recent acquisitions. Eddie Jordan, a Formula One legend who is unquestionably among the most adored race car drivers of all time, has maintained his enormous wealth, although it has been more than 25 years since his last race. Since his last race, the Irishman has invested a sizable portion of his hard-earned cash into founding the Jordan Grand Prix F1 team, which has made him some excellent profits, but won't be remembered for anything particularly noteworthy. In contrast to other retiring athletes, Jordan turned his passions into lucrative commercial ventures. He is also the proud owner of the 45-meter Perini Navy sailing vessel Blush, which he likes. In this case, we can all learn from his strategy. Lebron James is a great genius on the basketball court, and owing to his skill, the Lakers star has amassed over $419 million. Thankfully, James is a better basketball player than an actor, as his performance on the big screen was nothing short of a crime against cinema. The basketball legend makes significant real estate investments. His most recent purchase was a stunning Beverly Hills property for around $37 million. James has a sizable collection of expensive cars, but what sets him apart from most other players is the sheer number of luxury cars he owns with his 15 vehicles. LeBron is also an enthusiastic watch collector and has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on pricey timepieces for every occasion. His garage appears to be a dealership rather than a personal parking area. Roger Staubach, although he is more than deserving of his $600 million fortune, Roger Staubach, also known as the Dodger, didn't make most of his money from sports alone. Unlike the other people on this list, he started a highly successful real estate company after retiring, and later heavily invested in motorsports. Unfortunately, Roger comes from a less well-off generation than the others on this list. Junior Bridgeman, another example of a successful athlete who transitioned into business after retirement, is a baseball legend. Bridgeman and Staubach are tied for sixth place with a $602 million USD net worth. Wisconsin Bucks, after retiring, star heavily invested in the franchising industry, opened over 100 Wendy's and Chili's restaurants across the United States, sold them in 2016 for a tidy profit, began bottling Coca-Cola products in 2017, and continues to expand his franchising businesses across both the United States and Canada. Starr began learning Wendy's business model while he was still an active player. Bridgeman takes a different approach than the majority of his peers in this ranking. He prefers to spend them on opulent vacations and idyllic locales. Johnson, who is currently worth over $620 million, and who undoubtedly knows how to have fun with them, like all the other athletes on this list, is deserving of the moniker Magic, both on and off the field. In contrast to other millionaires, Magic has a truly impressive real estate portfolio with several properties worth well over $10 million. Johnson favors trucks and SUVs over sports cars because he lacks an eye for them. Johnson's garage houses several unique vehicles, including a custom-built Lincoln pickup truck that Magic once owned and later sold at auction with the proceeds going to his foundation. However, Magic now enjoys traveling the world in style and visiting pricey locations that only a select few can afford. Floyd Mayweather, with a nickname like Money, it's difficult to see boxer Floyd Mayweather, who has a net worth of $510 million, being outside the top 10 richest athletes. The fighter is among the list's biggest spenders, although most affluent people collect watches or cars. Floyd collects houses. The boxer owns about $100 million worth of properties in the United States. In addition, he has stock in a $350 million entertainment firm and more than 100 high-end vehicles, each of which is valued well over $100,000. Mayweather gave himself a $60 million private plane as a birthday present. Tiger Woods, with a net worth of $850 million, the greatest golfer of all time, Tiger Woods comes in third. Unlike the dreadfully dull sport that gave him his fame, Woods certainly knows how to have fun when he isn't boring sports fans and commentators alike. Woods is spending lavishly on the finer things in life. Owning several homes for more than $5 million is just the tip of the iceberg of this athlete's extravagant spending. But one thing that stands out is his purchase of an entire island in Sweden. Isn't that a cunning move? Michael Schumacher, the greatest F1 pilot of all time, Michael Schumacher, has a tragic story that takes place right before the year 2014. Schumacher, who is worth $605 million, hit his head while skiing and has never been the same. Before the tragedy, Schumacher spent his money on opulent homes and horses. Yes, horses. The German loves training horses and owns a ranch in Texas with dozens of them. Naturally, Schumacher also owns a sizable collection of Ferraris. Sadly, Schumacher and his family chose a more secluded lifestyle after the disaster and stopped being as visible. Ian Tiriac, if you are unaware of this former tennis star from Romania who has amassed a fortune of $1.3 billion, you will be pardoned. Tiriac puts his hands in his pockets. Tennis greats like Andre Agassi, Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic, and others were far superior to him on the court. But other athletes on this list have incredible vehicle collections. Tiriac has an entire vehicle gallery full of rare cars in his garage, which is a true museum but is open to the public. His other assets are incredibly less interesting but more lucrative. Tiriac is the owner of a bank, an auto dealership, an airline, an insurance company, and a travel agency. Michael Jordan, possibly someone else. Michael Jordan is well known as the greatest basketball player in history, but he is also the richest athlete of all time. His current net worth is estimated to be $2.25 billion, and he is a master at fusing wise financial decisions with an opulent lifestyle. The Charlotte Hornets was one of his first investments after retiring from competitive sports. Given how the team fared in the years that followed, the $175 million he invested might have seemed like a waste of money, but the franchise is now worth over $1.5 billion, making the Hornets one of the best deals Jordan has ever made. Jordan also made millions from his restaurant business. Like other millionaires, he spent a lot of money on building his ideal home, paying more than $12 million for it, while most of his neighbors on this list have a car collection. The multi-million-dollar boat and multi-million-dollar jet that Jordan has are just two examples of his extravagant expenditures that demonstrate both his superior wealth and his sense of style. Watch the next video like this on screen. Check out some of the other videos on the channel to discover more about the luxury lifestyles, mansions, and collections of wealthy individuals. Thanks for watching.